A warm namaste and a big hello to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to this collective reading. I would be using Rider-Waite Tarot, my own tarot, which is almost like 1000 cards that I've made, and it's a big box. I could also be using Oracle, the Chakra Oracle. Chakra Oracle is also very nice and accurate, and it gives good guidance, so maybe in the end I would be using it for guidance purpose. So in this particular reading, I am picking onto some energies, and this is a collective reading. This reading can apply to anybody who is on the ascension journey, provided if you are genuinely in the ascension journey and you're working on your ego death. Because if you're not working on ego death, you may not be okay to listen to the truth. You would want to listen to false hopes. You would want to listen to things that keep you in the waiting energies, which a lot of readers are doing it. Even though lots of people watch these videos, they could be having thousands of views, but in the world of inner work, it's never about quantity, it's always about quality, because we all have limited time on this planet and we are all here to figure something out. In this particular reading, I can sense the energy of people, a specific person, and also some other people who are working on themselves. What a perfect card that came in. They are working on themselves and they are working on balancing their masculine and feminine energy within and coming into a union, coming into union within, which is the 5D union. Although it's number 7 card, 7 is also the number for mastery, so definitely Chariot talks about huge level of mastery. I can also see the Strength card, which means whosoever I'm picking on right now, this is a person who has gone through a lot of experiences, who has gone through things. This is a good person. I can sense you got good energy, positive energy, you're wise, you're working on yourself, you are focused on working on yourself in a way that you become a better version of yourself. I mean, as we go further into the reading, I would tell you a few more important things about you that I'm picking on. You're also wounded. I can also get that energy that you're wounded. You feel injured. There are some days or some moments when you're very positive. You can look at what's good in your life. You can be very grateful. But there are certain moments where you think about all the people who did bad to you, and you are more, focused on the pain, the trauma, the wounding, not focused on the healing, but the pain as such. And that kind of creates a barrier in your healing process, because we need to look at how to heal instead of why you got healed and this and that, not dwelling so much about, so you've also gone through a Tower moment. Now, Tower moment basically is a divine intervention, because here, if you look at the card also, the tower actually falls down because of a lightning that strikes it on the top, and both the masculine and feminine are jumping down. There's a fire, and you see it's like a dangerous situation, but it's divine intervention, and it is something that is meant to happen, that is something that cannot be stopped. The progression is, obviously, it will connect to your inner self, your high priestess energy. Now, let me just tell you something. Now, another thing that is coming up strong is that you have learned to say that you are thankful for what you have. You are learning. Either you already have figured this thing out. For some people, it's going to be 100% match. For some people, it could be 50, 60, 70, 80, 90%. But I think this particular channeling, a lot of you are going to gain something from it. Most of you will gain something from it, because the channeling is such. You have learned about being grateful. You have learned that being grateful is the biggest gift on this journey, and being ungrateful is the biggest sin. A lot of people are suffering and miserable for two main reasons. One is that you are here to clear your past karma. So you will obviously not think about, if anyone is like that, they will not think about doing inner work. They'll never think about them being a soul. They will never step out from 3D reality. So you are actually very lucky, because in this life, you're actually been given the opportunity to neutralize your karma, to balance out your karma, to clear past karma. The second, people who are suffering is because they need to learn practically how to have more gratitude. Let me tell you, people, no one can take what you have. Whatever is written in your destiny, you are going to get it. But this planet is not just about giving and getting. This planet is about upliftment. This planet is about growing. This planet is about ascension. Especially right now, a lot of you who are interested in this type of content, you are here to raise the vibration of the planet, and you're going to do that by first raising your own vibration. So whosoever's energy I'm picking on, like there are a couple of people actually. Some of you, as I said, you have realized about gratitude. You're looking for everything that you can be grateful for. Like every day you wake up, there are two ways to wake up in the morning. One is that you think about all the things that are gone wrong in your life or that are already not working out for you. And the second is to look for everything that you can be grateful for. I mean, there will be challenges, no doubt. But when you're grateful, you're going to find out a way. You're going to find a way, and everybody is going to be nice to you. Okay? People understand. Like most people understand if you're in those energies, because you need to surrender to source. Now, some of you probably cannot tangibly see. You cannot tangibly see the manifestations. I'm using this language because this is the language most people use. But I have already shared a video about this, which I'm going to talk about. Now, in times to come, you will see the physical manifestation. For sure. If you keep doing this, for sure. If you keep doing this. If you keep practicing gratitude every single day. And you don't try to test it out, like if it's working or not. Because most people, they delay it because they want to test it out, and then they start checking around, like they start doing stuff, and I'll again come to that. I can pick up on the energy of a person who represents the collective. It consists of people who practice gratitude, but it's also consisting of people who are figuring it out. Now, gratitude is the fastest way of attracting everything in life. But how to reach to that point? That's the work that people are doing. Gratitude energetically means that you already have something. What you want, what you ask for, what you're asking for is already been given to you. That feeling. Okay. This is a card of gratitude. Okay. Oh my God. Look at this card. Gratitude. This person is full of gratitude. This person, these people, now this is one single person, because I was asking about relationships as well as people who are not in a relationship right now. Both these people are showing so much gratitude. These people are full of abundant energies. Okay, and it shows. And look at the yellow color, the yellow bright color, because whenever you're abundant, you're very confident. You're full of confidence. Okay, so when you're in the want energy, when you're in the hoping, even like hoping energy or needy energy, needing energy, I need, this is all against gratitude. Okay, because this always means that you don't believe it's happening right now because you want it. This is all chaser energy. So why is the chaser spoken about? Because the chaser is usually in that energy where they need something very badly. They need the divine masculine. They need the DM so badly. Okay, and they feel like without the DM, they don't have a life. They got no life. Their life is empty and meaningless. They've got nothing to thank God for. And when you chase anything, it always runs away from you. Be it love, be it money, be it family, whatever. And there is no typical set behavior pattern for runner and chaser. Some people, They act very cool on the outside. They say, oh, I'm not making any contact, I'm not doing any stalking, I'm not doing anything. But inside the heads, like inside, they're constantly sad, upset, complaining, questioning, feeling guilty. They are stuck in the lower 3 chakras where the energy is literally not moving. It's blocked energy. Okay? So, even the runners for that matter. Runners and chasers are almost the same, because the runners run away because they run away too soon. They run away before the time. There is this really interesting Indian story which I've been hearing since childhood. So there was this man who was given a boon by God. Like, if for 24 hours he's gonna chant the same mantra, it's gonna turn into whatever he's looking for. So he had this big stone in front of him, and for 24 hours if he would say, this will turn into gold, this will turn into gold, this will turn into gold, it would turn into gold. So 22 hours passed by. First 21, 22, it was the last hour where he started losing patience, and in the last minute he said, fine then, turn into iron. Okay, instead of gold he says iron. If not gold, then turn into iron. And boom, the stone turned into iron. And this man was shocked, and he was like, oh my God, if only I would have shown patience for one more minute, I would have had a big stone of gold. So a lot of people don't have the patience, so they run away, they're fearing too much, and they don't believe it's going to happen, it's going to work out. Like with the chasers, they believe, the runner and chaser are just labels. Actually, these are just state of mind, and that's why a lot of people, they do the role reversal. First they are the chaser, then they become the runner, and then when they are the runner, they are like the same person who was a chaser, they become runner, and they're like, I don't want this person anymore, I hate this person. Like, they forget why they even started out on this journey. And for some people, I do tell them that, look, for some of you the person's gonna change, but the energy won't change. When you have walk-in situation, when you have soulmate situation, you meet the soulmate, or when the twin flame is coming back all healed, all these things happen. And I'm specifically right now talking about romantic stuff because a lot of you are going to understand it. But actually, it's the energy, it's the desire. You're just looking for true love, and you just want true love to come to you. But because a lot of people mentally are not connected with that thought that they're going to get it, they either keep running away from it or they keep chasing it. Okay? And when you're running away from it and you make a decision with someone, then also it's never going to work out, because it's definitely going to be a karmic choice. So runners are trying to just distract themselves. Okay, I don't want to think about it, so let me do this. So you got to actually get into the feeling and release that feeling. Both are not practicing gratitude. Okay, so when a runner runs into the distraction, they are similar to the chaser, and no matter how glamorous the karmic option looks like, when they're acting from the energy of it cannot happen, like I don't believe that my life can be beautiful with my person, then they go like, let me drop that person behind and let me choose this option. The chasers are stuck in that energy. They are not even looking at the options in some cases. So when you get into the energy of not needing it, okay, when you carry that energy of not needing it, needing anything, no matter how hard in that moment you feel, when you don't need something, you can move on. You can move on from that negative energy, because negativity sometimes comes to you like a gush of wind. Like it comes like a gush, like a strong gush, and you're going to be like frozen, you don't want to do anything. And what we are saying over here is that first and foremost, you are in gratitude. Secondly, you're not waiting. And thirdly, you're doing whatever you love. Anything that you love, no matter how hard it seems to be, no matter how difficult it seems to be, but you do it anyway. You face the fear and you do it anyway. That kind of attitude you need to have. Now, some of you who are already working on this, you're going to ask me a very wise question. Like how to do what you love when you do not have the resources, or you don't have the stuff that you need. Well, you first start, like if you want to be a painter, you want to sell paintings and make a lot of money from paintings, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to start painting. You're going to have the belief that I can paint. You have to pick up the brush and you got to start painting. Like, for example, somebody told you can never be a painter, but you still say, all right, no matter what someone says to me, I will still do it. I could be bad, I could be good, but I'm going to do it. Maybe you don't have the colors, so you try sketching stuff out. I mean, this is just the most basic example. You don't have colors, you do it on pencil. You get some chalk, you try out doodling, you do whatever, but you start from somewhere, because you're not focusing on not having it. And automatically, this is my life's experience speaking, step by step things are given to you. But when we lose that thing, sometimes we lose everything. Haven't you heard people saying, I lost what I had and then I realized how important it was, how precious it was for me, and then I started working on it and it came back to me. Okay, so sometimes we meet people who are very big in the ego, and they can make you feel a bit blinded by their possessions or by their success. So that's the time you gotta be like, no, I love what I have and thank God for it. Okay, so it's sometimes trial and error, sometimes to teach you a certain lesson, sometimes to make you very strong in your energy body, in your energy system. God is going to give it to you. Like, there is one testing that God is doing, and there is another testing that people do. Like, we don't need to test God, because God never makes any mistakes. We just have to believe it. We just have to believe that it's going to get fine. So when you have the energy, when you get into the energy of not needing anything, and you carry on with your life, no matter how hard it seems for you to move on in that moment, like moving on from the negative energy, moving on, and then feeling like, okay, I'm going to still cross over, okay, then you will start seeing the magic. And again, I'm going to tell you, then you try it out first, you see how it happens, and then you can ask me questions about it also. If you already are trying this, if you resonate with this channeling, then still you can ask questions. Okay, so when we are relaxed, when we believe that all our needs are met, they are met. Okay, so whosoever resonates with this, if you have been checking again and again, like for example, your person is not talking to you and you're keeping on checking their social media or their WhatsApp or their like social media life, and you're feeling bad about it, that they're not talking to me, or they're not with me, or they're not doing stuff for me, they don't like me. I mean, that's like you are not being in the state of gratitude. You have to be grateful for simple things like you met, or simple things like you connect, or simple things that you have so many things in common, or you like each other. You have expressed to each other in the past also that you like each other, and you have to let it go. Like, you have to let it go completely. You have to have the faith that things are going to be fine between the two of you. But if you're going to keep cross-checking, sometimes people have this habit of asking their partners like all the time, do you love me? Do you love me? Do you feel this for me? Tell me how much you love me. Prove it to me that you love me. I mean, this is, again, if you're doing it for fun, it's okay. If you're doing just for fun and just pulling their leg, it's okay. But when you seriously do it, it means that you don't believe that it's actually happening, or you have it. So a lot of people who are in separation right now, at one point they were in relationship with that person. At one point they were talking to that person, they were on the phone with that person, but the negativity crept in, the programming crept in, the ungratefulness kept in, or something else crept in. Maybe some crisis happened, some situation happened. And for all those people who are going to tell me right now, because I read the comments, who are going to tell me right now that, oh, my person was this bad, they cheated on me, they lied to me, they abused me, they were violent towards me, or they just did this or that, then my question to you is, then shouldn't you be grateful that they left you? Shouldn't you be happy that they walked away from your life? Because if they were torturing you so much, tormenting you so much, if they were so horrible, then they were never right for you in the first place. And if you realize that, if you feel that, then instead of working on getting them back, it would be better to work on your healing, so that you can heal yourself from feeling bitter, from feeling that negative energy, and just live in the feeling of gratitude and wholeness and completion. Just feeling good about yourself, just feeling complete within. There is always something you can thank God for, always, like always. And some of you have practically realized that you've seen some kind of changes happening in your life, and I just want to say this to you. Whether we have tangibly received something or not, that should not be the reason why we should feel grateful, or we should feel the gratitude. You can feel gratitude for just about anything else in your life, and that also raises your vibration. The fastest way to raise your vibration is to think about 10 things that you can be grateful for. The fastest way to feel good, like you can make a note of it and put it up somewhere so that you can literally read it out and you can check it out all the time. Whenever you feel low, just look at that note and instantly think about 10 things that you feel gratitude for, and you will feel magically your energy has uplifted. Okay, so many people who go through the ascension journey go through toxic relationships or attract empty relationships. It's also because many have compromised, many have accepted breadcrumbs, and those who are not sincere people, they are looking for such people who would be naive, who would be okay with everything, who would be okay to accept the breadcrumbs or just say yes to everything. Because think, you're not going to accept breadcrumbs and you're not going to be okay with the basic, like really less than basic stuff or compromise if you are in gratitude energies. Even if you don't have something, say you don't have the person you are looking for to settle with, so-called settle with, you're still going to believe that I'm going to find that person's going to come along. If that's your thing, if you're looking for that, you're not going to be like, oh my God, it still hasn't happened, I still haven't found someone nice, and oh my God, this world is full of bad people. And some of you may be doing this because you said no to a lot of options that did not match with your energy. Maybe some billionaire proposed to you, maybe some famous person asked you out, maybe somebody came through your family via your relatives, but you kept saying no because you were not willing to compromise, because you were like, no, I'm not going to compromise on my values, on my system, on my belief system, and I'm not going to do what doesn't come naturally to me. And for that reason, if you say no, kudos to you. You got to be very brave and bold to do such things. You got to be very courageous, and I think those people are usually successful in their career. In many other departments, they are usually successful because how you do one thing is how you do everything. If they're not compromising in one area, they're definitely not going to compromise in any other area too. So don't be okay with breadcrumbing, benching, any of this. But if you have someone really nice in your mind, and again, I'm going to give a romantic example, it really works for a lot of people. If you have someone nice in your mind and you do sense negative energy between you guys, my suggestion to you is just don't think about it. Just focus on your life. Just do something good, something you love, because that will again raise your vibration. Say thank you to Source. Say thank you to Masters for all the good things you got. And just move on with the day. Like wake up the next day, repeat. And I think the more you practice it on a daily basis, the better it becomes. It will improve your health. It will improve your looks. It will improve your finances. It will improve your overall relationships with other people too. So whosoever's energy I am reading and channeling right now, you have actually figured this out. Practically you have figured it out. That when you want a person to change towards you, you just have to believe that it will happen. They will like believe you, because see, if you're honest, if you're sincere, if you're a good person, then why won't it happen? Why won't it happen if you're a good person? That much faith you need to have in God. So whatever you love, you have to behave in such a way, or you have to believe in such a way that you already have it. You don't need to cross-check it and let it show up on its own. If you don't have patience, if we don't have patience, then I am picking on right now is that you are learning this very, very important, I think most important lesson of planet Earth. This is the one lesson which takes people lifetimes. I'm not kidding about it. This is one such lesson. Needing nothing attracts everything. This quote has been attributed to Russell Simons and Bob Marley, but it's literally everywhere. In metaphysics world, This is everywhere. Even law of attraction is trying to explain it in some ways, but it doesn't work with a lot of people, because when you're always practicing affirmations, you're always writing things down, you're always like trying to manifest it, then also you're not in the faith energy. When you're in faith energy, you don't do anything, you just let it go and you do your things. That's it. You live your life, you continue to live your life. Desires always take it away, like having that desire. This person had written that I have done everything, tried everything, now just waiting for union. And there was so much frustration in that comment, like, done everything, it's not work, tried everything, now just waiting for it. But union and contact, like if you've been in no contact for a long time and probably you wanted an apology, probably you wanted the person to show up in a very profound way, respect you, talk to you, share, pour with you, and leave it open for you whether you want them to continue like talking to you or not. Or maybe you can put down some conditions, but whatever happens, then too it will only happen if you can go on about living your life, enjoying the present moment. And also one more thing I've noticed, which is like a vibration changer, like towards the low side, is when we compare our lives with others again and again. Then too we are feeling the lack. Like we look at other people and we say, oh, this person's got this. Like it happens in karmic connections. Like people look at the karmic and they go like, oh, the karmic has this. And probably God has sent karmic to you only for this shift. So when you look at karmic, you go like, okay, God bless the karmic, but I got this in my life. And my life is different, and my life is a unique expression. I'm an individual. So people who are going to resonate with this reading have started to believe that they are in awe of this progress, or they are thankful for this process. You will be tested. Things will come your way, challenges will come your way, but you have to learn to move on from negativity and pass the test. Like, thank God for what you already have, and thank God, like really, like every day. Although it is my intention that I want to attract quality people to this channel who actually listen to this kind of stuff and who work on this stuff, but if someone still asks me a question like, I cannot think of anything to be grateful about, then my suggestion would be you have to try harder. You have to try harder. You have to try till the time you don't succeed. Next up, I saw these cards, okay? Like this is an abundance card for people who are single, okay? Again, abundance card for people who are in relationship. Like both can come as abundance, but when I picked the card, then this came in. 9 of Pentacles have come for a divine feminine who's very healed, doing very well materialistically, financially. The Fool has got this energy, the faith energy. All of them are in faith. The World is faith energy. Hanged Man, surrender energy. And this one is the Runner, running away. The unhealed mother energy, along with the unhealed mother energy. Okay. So many people feel sad looking at their lives because they're only looking at the bad stuff, what went wrong, but not so much at the blessings. The person who is surrendered to source doesn't need to look at what's not there, because technically everything is okay and there are always solutions. And the leap of faith is very important, because I'll tell you today the science behind how universe works. Universe does not know anything which is no, negativity. Universe says yes to everything. Everything is yes, 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 and nothing is a mistake. If you just look at your body is so perfectly created. Every single part of your body, all the functions, everything. God has created your anatomy to show you the biggest miracle. One of the biggest miracle is your body. You look at the flowers, you look at the butterflies, you look at the trees, you look at the birds, you look at the clouds. Everything is mistake free, flawless. When you do any creation, if you look at any creation of God, and not only God has designed this body, but God has also given us the capability to create another life through the same body, keep another person in the body. For male, they have the sperm, it is required for building the child. Imagine two opposite polar energies, masculine and feminine, coming together and to be able to create life. So there is magic and miracle everywhere. We just have to look at it. And as you go ahead in technology, you won't even need the womb. People don't even need the womb. Like if you read the Puranas, the way the rishis, munis, the way they were having children, the yogis, like interesting ways they were having children. All the Puranas are so interesting. So this is where I'm going to close this channeling session. Thank you so much for being here with me. If you're from India and you want to get a personal session with me, then you have to write an email to me, thesunamoon@gmail.com, so that I can share my PAYTM and GPAY details with you. The fee structure, everything is mentioned in the description box. Therapy session. If you're going through a lot and you don't know like how to go about therapy, you can do that also. For people who are in any other part of the world, the PayPal link works just fine. Thank you so much for being here on this channel. I really value every single person, every single subscriber out here, and I wish, and it's my intention actually, that more and more of such people grow on this planet who really care about their inner work and their personal growth and ascension process. One love, peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.